In general, the 5 most common types of theft are an issue because initially you are dependent on third-party tech platforms to start your business. And the very same tools and platforms you use to grow are the ones that will end up hindering your growth when you reach a certain size. If you don't have a plan for pivoting away from the tools that you depend on initially, you will start to see your growth plateau and then slowly decline over time, even as you are gaining notoriety and market share. The old saying, "What got you here won't get you there," is perfectly applicable in this case. Once you establish product market fit, your focus will shift to gaining more market share. This is because in order for your business to continue to grow, you need to be working with a larger portion of the market than those who first started working with you. You've likely heard of the concept of early adopters. These are your first customers. Then the early majority, late majority, and laggards. Where you make most of your money is when you start working with the early and late majority in the marketplace. This is also where your competitors want to be. So to compete effectively, you need to change how you serve your customers. When you reach the tipping point of moving from proving product market fit with your early adopters to gaining market share with your majority, this is exactly when you need to plan to scale your business. And what you need at this point are 3 things: visibility into who your ideal customer is and what content they're engaging most with, flexibility to respond quickly to user feedback, and control over the entire customer experience from the start, marketing, to the finish, the entire customer experience. While the tech platform you started on got you to this point, this pivot is the right time to consider building your own technology. Let me explain. When you are shifting to gaining market share, you need specific data points on who your best customers are. When you first start out, you're guessing really. You have to. But when you have enough customers, you need to find a good way to identify both the demographics and psychographics of your ideal customer, and then use this data to bring back to your marketing efforts. This hyper-focused targeting and messaging will help you increase your conversion rate, saving you money on marketing and time spent from your sales team. This is the visibility I'm talking about. And when you have your own app, you have the ability to gather data from your customers while still protecting their privacy. In fact, we had a customer who, prior to building an app, thought her ideal customer was a mom in her late 20s or early 30s. So all of her marketing messaging and the content she put into her platform was geared toward that audience. Once she built her own app and started seeing the data, she realized that her most active customers were actually moms in their late 30s, early 40s. She made a few small tweaks to her marketing messaging and content, and she saw 2 things: a 3x increase in customer retention, plus a 5x increase in new customers, all from making small tweaks to serve her actual customers, not who she thought she was serving. Continuing on from my point above, most business owners tend to underestimate the value of keeping existing customers with you. In fact, there's an incredible story about how Chick-fil-A founder Truett Cathy used to drill into his leadership team that they needed to focus first on getting better, saying, if you focus on getting better, getting bigger will take care of itself. The idea is that if you take incredible care of your customers, not only are you saving on your new client acquisition costs, but also you're building out an entire network of loyal followers who are likely to help grow your business for you. This is why any seasoned business consulting group or investment bank asks about your customer retention rates. In order to keep serving your existing customers well and to make them your loyal fans, you must be able to quickly respond to their feedback. Having strong visibility into your ideal customer and what content they want doesn't serve you well if you can't be flexible in responding to what they're telling you they want. At the end of the day, a large portion of your growth will depend on your ability to retain your customers over the long term. Staying nimble in how you serve your customers through technology, content, and services will help with that. In my own business, I'm obsessed with the idea of giving my customers a consistent experience throughout every interaction they have with me and my company, from marketing to sales to delivery to launching their apps and offboarding. My customers always know what to expect, and there's very little friction or stress as they move from working with one department to the next. I have built a system that is tightly controlled, primarily to protect how well our customers are served. I've learned over the years that control over the customer experience is what has enshrined my brand promise, even as we innovate in the tech space. In the constantly changing world of tech, my customers find comfort in knowing the experience of working with us will remain consistent over time. As you consider how to serve your customers, controlling how they experience your brand, from marketing to sales to delivery and ongoing service, will help solidify your value in the mind of the customer. Leaving your customer experience up to the production cycles of a third-party tech platform puts you at risk of damaging your customer's experience. And worse, it's something outside your control. Having your own technology gives you the power to serve your customers in your unique way. My business was built on the idea of building custom technology around our clients' proprietary customer service processes, and that remains the core of our mission today. I always say that the very thing that makes you unique in your business is also the hardest thing to scale. And that's because tech platforms exist to serve the most common workflows so they can find the most customers as possible. When you think of your tech platform through this lens, it becomes clear that the very thing that sets you apart from the marketplace is the thing you must control and protect at all costs. And the only way to scale this is with your own technology, not a platform. So as you consider the future growth of your business and planning ahead for a pivot, the symptoms to keep an eye out for are your increasing desire to have more visibility into who your best customers are, the flexibility to respond to what your customers want and need, and the control over your customer experience. These three things, visibility, flexibility, and control, are the very things that platforms do not provide, and you have to find a better alternative. Otherwise, you'll start to experience a deeper kind of theft, revenue regression. In my next video, I'll talk a little bit more about revenue regression and how it contributes to lost potential for your business overall. Check it out.